So, we're talking about the current water situation. So currently, what's going on? I know you put out a statement last night, and that statement said there was like 13 leaks. Do we know how many leaks there are now or the current state?
Well, they've been working on the leaks all night, and I'm not sure. I know they fixed 2, so I'm guessing that we're down to about 10 or 11, but it would be a guess right now, and it's not for lack of effort because I know they worked all night, so I'm pretty sure they got 2, but don't hold me to that.
Yeah, and do we know what the major issue is here? We see the city going out with water a couple times this month. Do we know what's causing this to happen?
Sure. We have an antique infrastructure system that has leaked for years. This is not new, and for years they've been putting Band-Aids on it because they haven't had appropriate financing from the state or from the federal government to do otherwise. And these Band-Aid repairs are now coming to revisit us again. So we are working diligently to try to get the repairs done, and still at this stage of the game, it's pretty much Band-Aids without having sufficient funds from the state or from the federal government. So I am working really hard on that. Last week I met with Ag Commissioner Sid Miller, who has funds available through his agency for our distribution system, which is pipes, water pipes. And I know we'll be working closely with him and other state officials. We're looking forward to whatever Proposition 6 funds are made available to us. We're looking forward to funds through FEMA and the federal government, other agencies in the federal government. We're working close with our local state representatives, Angela Orr, and we're working with Pete Sessions to try to get these funds directed to us as soon as possible. So twofold approach. First is we're repairing leaks as they happen. Second is we're trying to get the money together from whatever sources we can to pay for the replacement of our ancient infrastructure.
Okay, so until then, so you guys are obviously trying to work, like you said, with the state and other agencies to get these resources. What are residents to do? Should they still be trying to conserve water during this time period?
So, the science says that by 2030, 6% of the state of Texas will be without potable water. I think at this stage, all of our constituents, no matter if they're from Marlin, Falls County, the state of Texas, ought to be conserving water, just starting the process so that when it does hit, they're prepared for it in ways that they haven't thought to be prepared for it. So I think water conservation is an ongoing issue for the state of Texas, and I think it will continue to be an ongoing issue. And we're working on those issues too, water source issues as well, hence Brushy Creek. Right now, conserving water definitely, it's hard to fill up the towers to get the adequate amount of pressure if everybody's using water on the ground. So last week we were trying to do a preemptive maintenance at the water treatment plant, which was the first, but we didn't get there because we had the leaks. But I appreciated the citizens' efforts in trying to conserve water at the end of the week last week so we could move forward with a repair issue. We are going to still do the repairs, we just need to get the pressure in the water back up. That means fixing the leaks, and then everybody's still conserving for a few days after that so we can get the towers filled.
Do we have a timeline on when these current leaks will be?
We do not. We do not have a timeline right now, although they're working very fast. And other communities, our neighbors are so wonderful. This is the best part about living in Central Texas, is that Rosebud is here, Waco's here, other local communities are here helping us. So it's not just us by ourselves, although our teams are working nonstop around the clock and doing an amazing job. They can't do it all by themselves. So our neighbors have been generously chipping in to help us, and we are so very grateful for that.
Perfect. Anything else you want to add or say or tell residents at this time?
Please just be patient. I know everybody says, well, our bill should be adjusted, but when you're not using water, you're not getting billed for it. So that doesn't kind of fly. But and we are addressing the water issues. We have a unique situation on a previous bond that we are working with the Texas Water Development Board on, and they will make recommendations for water rates in the future. And we will look at that as a city council and see what we want to do beyond that. So they shouldn't they shouldn't worry so much about that, because the state's going to look after them. And it will be the state that probably comes in with the final and best recommendations. So that's continue to conserve. Don't wash your cars. I know that's hard to do sometimes. I feel bad for all the commercial businesses that rely on water for their enterprise, but it is what it is. And today we're conserving water.
Perfect. Thank you, Member.
Thank you.